Welcome to the video. Alright, the title says free item of donating awesomeness. I know that. Well, if you've never got an item of donating awesomeness before, they're not free. They're very expensive, like $300-400 ish, around that range. Yeah, you can do the math. There's a little RNG in it, but it's around that range for your first one. You do get 2 for 1 now, so it's kind of a little bit of a better deal. 2 rare items for the price of a decent graphics card. But yeah, you're gambling quite a bit, and there is a chance you can get one from just doing a spin, but I wouldn't recommend that. I recommend just doing member daily spins if you're going for an item of donating awesomeness, unless you have a lot of disposable income and a good stable job. Yeah, I would really recommend just getting a membership and supporting the game that way. Okay, now that the disclaimer's out of the way, let's get into the actual video. I did a stream yesterday where I asked anyone that wanted to give me a suggestion. I looked at like every suggestion that was in the chat. I think the chat slowed down to the point where no one was giving any more suggestions, so I feel like I've seen every item that people think I should have got. A lot of them were plate armors. I don't know why people are suggesting me plate armors. Perhaps they're new to the channel. Welcome. Not a big fan of plate armors. You know, might be new here. I do have a long list of suggestions that I think are good for anyone that is looking for an item of donating awesomeness pick. And I would like to quickly go through those. Won't dwell on all of them. And also, there's some fun things you can do if you have a token, like see what the most popular ones are. So if you hit redeem on your token when you get one, you can see what the most popular things are. And even some pretty funny things like Craig and Bamboozle is on the list of items that people have used their item of donating awesomeness, which, by the way, for your first one will cost either a lot of days of membership for daily spins or $300-400-ish. Yeah, people spent $300 or $400-ish or a bunch of days logging in on Craig and Bamboozle. Yeah, original Dragonblade armor, and there's a few weird items that people have used it on for whatever reason. Also, if you type Dosh, like the dog, into the search bar, there's an item called Dosh. It's a 0 AC helmet that I think is staff only. I might be snitching. I'm sorry if I'm snitching. It's rare, or you can't get it anywhere in the game, and you can get it here. It's just the normal like black version of the helmet that we have in game. It's just the blonde version of that Doge helmet that you can get. So I would not recommend it, but just a nice little bit of trivia. All right, a little bit more stalling before I actually tell you what I'm picking. I'm gonna go through all of the items that I had in my head for like maybe this would be cool. And yeah, and these are also like probably my top picks for if I get another item donated. It'll probably be one of these items, and I threw in a few other suggestions. It's not a lot of items. We should be going through this very quickly. LED Dragonblade, color custom blade, very nice. I think I thought about this for quite a while. I was actually going to get this, but there's a non-rare version in game, and it would match the Twilly helmet I wear quite often. A lot more, considering it's got the colors match quite a bit better. Here's what the non-rare version that you can just farm anytime looks like. So yeah, this is more for people watching, but you can get 10k chests. So if there's any 10k chests that you like, you can get it. The two I would recommend are either the dragon one, which is kind of cool. There is an armor in the dragon chest, which is really sick. It's very unique. It's one of the only armors like this. It's one of the only GIFs on the wiki that showcases an item. There's a lot of animated items, but they used a GIF for this one for whatever reason. Yeah, it changes colors just passively, like your keyboard does if you have an RGB keyboard. Kind of the same idea. Pretty cool item. All of the crystal items, the hat, the swords, there's even a parrot. They all do this, and it's pretty neat. In the Dragonborn chest, there's also gold, brown, blue, black, you know, a bunch of different colors of the rainbow there. And so if you want to get just basically a starter pack of naval commanders to match every different color, not a bad thing. I'm not a huge fan of the shape of the Dragonborn naval, but the purple one's kind of cool. And if you get a face replacer, they can be not so bad. The Dark Holiday chest is the second, and the only two chests would be this one, the Dragonborn, that I'd recommend. Blood Moon one, maybe, kind of cool. But this one has a bunch of cyber stuff from last year. If you're playing last year, you know what's in this chest. If you weren't, check out the shop. Just search Dark Holiday collection chest. Check it out. Won't be showing any of the items. It's just a bunch of cyber stuff. Pretty cool though. There's 2 navals and some other stuff. Darkcaster armor. You can use the armor to get the class, I'm pretty sure. Don't think we're worth it. For Lovecaster, I don't think you can use the armor to get the class. I was looking on the wiki and I don't think it is. I don't have it personally, so I don't know. So don't go spending $300 or $400 on what I say. Do your own research, please. Yeah, the real Chads get the pink one. Now, if you're getting an item donated awesomeness right now, I wouldn't recommend getting a naval commander, or I'd recommend holding until September, because there's new naval commanders coming out. So if you like any of the current artists' art, most of those artists will be making their own naval commander. So Kotaro, Lei, Hikari, Valentine, Shadow Slayer, all those guys will probably be making their own navals, and maybe other artists too. So if you like any of their art, there'll be new ones in September, so maybe don't wait. But if you want an old one, I like Void. Platinum's pretty slick, especially for female. I like the female more than the male and Platinum. Doom, pretty nice on both female and male. The female one's a little weird, but it's a cool naval. And if we get into different armors, this one only for female. The Mythic Witch, you can see why. This one only for female. Well, you know, you can see why. This one I thought was very cool. It says it's a special offer, which usually wouldn't be an item to donate. You wouldn't be able to get through the item to donate system. You can get this one. I checked, and yeah, really cool. It's got the Brazil colors on it. I made a tweet yesterday about they should probably recolor this because it's a nice little base for, you could maybe do different flags on it. It's just an idea, like Canadian flag on this would look sick, American flag, all those flags would look pretty cool on this kind of armor. This helmet catches my fancy. There's different versions of it too, so if you want like different pieces on it. I asked about a version with just, if it's just a hair version. I think that exists. I didn't get a name for it. Maybe someone in the comments in this video can say that, because that would be kind of cool to have. This armor, Worshipper of Null. Fun little fact, the belts are smaller on the male version than on the female version. Don't know why. Doesn't make a lot of sense, because the female like body size is smaller, but they made the belts bigger. Kind of weird. This armor, which I've been seeing more and more people get through the item donating system. So yeah, the popularity of this one's going up, and I'm sure on the list of most popular Wicked item or item of donating awesomeness items, this is gonna keep rising. So yeah, Elemental Warrior, people like that quite a bit. This sword, very nice. Love the colors. Looks like a Legion blade at first glance. It's actually got nation skulls on it, so there's that. This armor, which there's also a nation version of, if you would like that. The nation version came out much more recently, so this one's more rare if you care about that kind of thing. But you probably shouldn't, considering anyone can just get any rare at any time, except for a few cases where you can't get the items. This blade, which I personally own, and in my opinion is definitely in the top 5 blades in all of Adventure Quest Worlds, probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite. If you're looking for a house, the Nulgath Vacation House is one of the coolest in the game. It's one I use, well, a version of it is what I use all the time. This is the original version of the house that I use on a daily basis in the game, and I think this is kind of cool, and having the original version is cool. The only thing that I kind of dislike is this room, the whole mirror or whatever that's supposed to be. I'm not a huge fan of. I think the one in the Cyber one looks better. You can get the Cyber one too if you would like it, if you're looking for a house. Alright, those are all suggestions / some of the items I thought about getting instead of the item I chose. The stream kind of just swayed my opinion on getting the item that I'm getting. Big time actually, and I'll explain that in a second. Alright, I redeemed it. Probably should have recorded that. It was kind of weird. There was no, when you click on it, on the character thing on the website, it doesn't say like, are you sure? it's just like, yep, okay, that's yours now. There's a token that could have cost you a bunch of money just gone. Anyway, why are their servers offline in the middle of the day? Are they restarting the servers? Okay, interesting. Sophia, let's go. I log back in. What will we have? What shall it be? I mean, people probably know by the last statement I made if they were on the stream yesterday what it is. And it's not really going to be a big secret. There we go. It is the most picked item out of every item. I have NSOD was my first one. Now I got the Oblivion Blade. The next one won't be in the top 5 because Revenant and VHL are the other ones, and Darkcaster. So yeah, my next one won't be in the top 5, or probably won't even be in the top 10 for my next pick. But this is the pick I used this time for 2 main reasons. The first one being the main reason was to get the Champion Blade. Champion Blade is pretty sick. This is what it looks like. Fully color custom blade, very nice. It's also probably in the top 5 for blades in the game, of my favorite ones. I've never had it. I think I have a version of it, but the version looks all scuffed and it's got like particles beside it. It looks really weird. So yeah, getting this was my main motivation for getting this sword. So I will get that. I think I got to farm a class to rank 10 or something. I looked at the requirements. I think I got to do some weird farming to get this blade, but I will have it within probably a week. We'll see. Why did I go to the wiki for that? I have the item. I could have just showed it in game. I am okay. Yeah. There's also the second reason, which was what kind of pushed me over the edge over getting, because originally I was just gonna get it for, okay, you get the pet. The pet has a few quests. I really just want the cosmetic sword from it. Like, that's the main reason. But I was informed. I didn't know this for whatever reason. I don't know why anyone's ever, like, I don't know, I've never seen this. But there's a quest on this that you can stack with Craig and Bamboozle. Not exactly sure which one it is. I think it might be this one. No, I don't think it's this one. It's one of these quests. Not too sure which one. But it's a very cool that you can farm the Craig and Bam and this at the same time, effectively, like, basically doubling your speed for Nulgath regiments. Also, it's one of the best ways. This one, yeah, it's this one, I think. Yeah, something like that. I think it's that one. And then that one then you can turn it into the wheel. It's some sort of chain like that. I will learn it soon, probably on stream. And yeah, that's about it for this video. Voucher item. That one's locked. It's locked because I need Warlord. Rank 10. Wait, is there a class point boost right now? I think there might be. I should probably get that and do that right now, actually. But not for this video. Anyway, that's my pick for the Blight. My next pick, whenever that happens, how many potions do I have? I've been trying to, like, I'm at 200 already. I spent all of them recently, and I'm already up to 220. So we're zooming towards the next 1k potions that we need for the next item we donated, which will actually be 2 items. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to think of 2 items. Oh, come on, man. It's so hard for me to pick these every time because, like, any rare item in the game, and I'm like, okay, that's a lot of items. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you got, if you're trying to pick one out yourself, hopefully my suggestions were kind of helpful. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I'll probably do a stream where I farm for the Champion Blade, and if the class points for Warlord are, if there's a boost, whenever there's a boost, I'll probably do that off stream. Class point farming on the stream, kind of meh, sleeper. So yeah, thanks for watching. Again, subscribe, all that stuff. Thanks to all the members of the channel, appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.